And that's essentially what happens with these global financial institutions such as the IMF and the World Bank and these less well-developed nations. But I also think it's really interesting because if I were to speak about the way that banks treat their customers in the UK, so forget Africa for a moment. I was to think about the way that banks treat their customers in the UK, the way that you're penalised for poverty, for example, the way that if you overspend over your overdraft, you often get charged penalties that don't make any sense given the fact that if you're over your overdraft, you probably don't have that much money. So why are you fining me now for being poor rather than helping me to get out of this? We all understand this, and most people would see how this is illogical and also quite unfair. You're placing this heavy burden on the people that can't afford it the most. And I've spoken before, I think it was a TikTok about this woman talking about how when her account dropped below a certain amount, so I don't even think she was overdrawn, she was then charged for the use of that account. And she just thought about how ridiculous that was. In the time when she had the least money, she was being charged the most for being poor. And that's essentially what happens with these global financial institutions such as the IMF and the World Bank and these less well-developed nations. They get charged the higher interest rates. They get penalized the most. They have the least freedom to do with the resources that they obtain, the financial resources they obtain, what they want to do with it. And if we can understand it on an individual level, we should also be able to extrapolate from there and understand it on a national level and how this may impact a nation's ability to build, a nation's ability to help their citizens, and a nation's ability to thrive in this very much dog-eat-dog global capitalist market and environment and world that we live in.